The latest addition to my ever-burgeoning guitar collection is this very nice Epiphone Joe Bonamassa signature model. I was thinking of getting the Trev Wilkinson vintage, partly distressed version that they do of this particular guitar, but I had a look on YouTube, and the Epiphone seemed to get more praise than the Icon one. So as I was pondering over it, I encountered one just came up for sale on eBay. So I bought it last week and went over and collected it from a nice guy in Birmingham who had bought it brand new, hadn't really played it much, if any at all, and he'd still left on the little plastic film over the pickups, etc. And it's absolutely bereft of any dings, marks whatsoever. Real beauty. All black on the back. See the reflection of the room I'm sitting in, which is my studio. And beautiful gold finish on the front. She's quite heavy, I think about 9 kilos, which is getting on for the height of my 1976 Les Paul Custom. Nice fretboard. Frets are a bit jumbo-y. Nothing wrong with that. Quite a clubby neck, which I quite like. Usually like slim necks on Strats, but the neck on here does feel very nice. It obviously has been profiled to some spec of Joe Bonamassa's. I understand you can't get these anymore. I went online and tried to look for stores that did have this Epiphone still available, and they all, as usual, they had pictures of it, but said they were out of stock, and I'm pretty sure now they've sold out of the, I think they did 2 runs of 1,000 around the world. Anyway, she's very nice. I haven't done anything to it because I'm going to take it along to my favourite guitar tech, who for the purpose of this video will remain anonymous, and he's very good at just getting the action exactly as I like it. I'm not a guitar fettler, I'm a player, and I like guitars, but I really am hopeless when it comes to trying to fettle them a bit. Yeah, I can do string intonation and bits and bobs like that, but I think when you're lowering the action and changing the string gauges on here like I've done, talk about that in a second, I think it's better if I get a pro to do it. Okay, strings. They seem to come with what felt like certainly 10s, if not something a little bit heavier. I've whipped those off and I've put 9s on, even though I usually follow the old rule of thumb and put 9s on Strats and 10s on Les Pauls. And I have got 10s on my other Les Pauls, but this one I put the 9s on just as an experiment, and it just kind of feels right. That's all I can say. They say the measure of a good guitar is how it sounds without being plugged in, and that's certainly the case with this one. It's got a lovely plummy, it probably doesn't come over on the 5.1 sound recording on the video, but it's believe me, it's got a really sweet tone. I haven't fired it up through an amplifier yet. I will probably do that on the weekend through the little Fender Champ that's just sitting behind here, and see how it sounds. But it certainly sounds nice and woody. Maybe that's something to do with the weight of it, or I don't know. As I say, I'm not into the technical side. All I know is she's a beauty, and she plays nice, and once it's been properly set up, I'll probably see if I can maybe gig it, but I don't know. The reason why I enjoy my Trev Wilkinson Lemon Drop is that it comes pre-dinged and distressed, and if you're taking that out on a gig, it's no worries at all if somebody slips over it, or I slip over it and mark it. But it's always a bit scary taking something out on a gig, or even a rehearsal for that matter, that's as nice as this. Okay, so there you go. nothing further to add. I think I'll probably have to sell one now to get the numbers down again. I think I've got 11 guitars now in my collection. So, bye for now. The case is pink. I mean, that is very pink. Pinker than the usual Gibson case pink. The guy selling it threw in this Fender strap. I think the lead probably came with the guitar, not sure. And what have we got in here? This is your certificate of authenticity for Joe Bonamassa fans. I understand he did sign all these and didn't use one of those signature pens, but I don't know, who knows. Right, what else we got in here? Stickers, poster, little instruction book. Now the guy that was selling it bought, even though he bought it brand new, he didn't keep it very long, but in that time he explained to me that he was going to sort of work on de-signaturing it, and so he was going to remove the black pickup rings and fit those, and also refit two of the knobs so that all four knobs matched. So that's what I think all these bits and bobs are. There's a plain truss rod cover without Bonamassa written on it, a cream coloured switch ring to replace the black one, and a scratch plate in the normal Les Paul type colours, because it came with a black scratch plate. The reflections you can see on there is the sticky film that protects these plastic bits and bobs, and I took that off straight away because I don't like scratch plates. For the way I play, I just prefer to have them off. I think the guitars tend to look a bit prettier without anyway. What's that? I think that's strap blocks, I think. Key to the case and some silica gel. So that's what's in the case, folks.